our crowd turns out and creates one of the best atmospheres in college football. I thought they were really incredible tonight. I noticed a lot more of them stuck around, probably due to the little cooler weather. And I think most of them started to exit after the lights in the fourth quarter. I know that was a big deal for a lot of them to be there for that. Created a great atmosphere for our guys. We continue to grow as a team. We still got so much to work on. I thought our kids played really hard, but frustrating tight game. I thought Manny did a good job early. Gave us some different looks defensively up front. Played some bigger guys up front to try to control the run game. Thought the guys pushed through offensively, and as we sped up and did some things 2 minutes, did a good job. Didn't stop the run real well defensively. They did some good things there, and we definitely got to improve on that. But overall, I thought we did better on third down. Obviously, way too many penalties. But our guys continue to grow and get better. And I'm excited to see where this team can go and continue to get better from here.
Questions?
Kirby, your first 5 plays, offensive plays were passes, and I think like 8 of the first 9 were passes. Is that because they were stacking the box in there, like you said?
Yeah, some of those were passes, some of those were runs, so you can't really go off that, to be honest. I mean, it was RPOs, some of those.
Kirby, when you see 560 total yards, and yet you also see all the penalties, was there ever a disruption in flow? Because it seems like, I don't know, when you look at those
There's
numbers.
always a disruption in flow when you get penalties. I mean, you get 20 and give up 15, you get 10 and give up 5. It's like a constant war with ourselves to overcome things, which good football teams don't beat themselves. And we obviously were trying to do all we could to beat ourselves tonight with some really stupid, undisciplined penalties, which we've got to grow out of.
Heard the drive right before halftime, go, no huddle, hurry up. Just how big was that for the outcome of the game tonight?
Well, I thought it created some momentum. I thought Jake did a great job managing the clock. I mean, you think about the fact we didn't have any timeouts because we burned all those. They did a good job managing it and functioning. But even again, situational football, we catch the ball in the first play of 2 minutes, don't get out of bounds. So these are little things that are going to come back to haunt us if we don't get better.
Kirby, how's Solomon doing
Not
now?
sure. Haven't heard anything on Solomon. I hopefully know something Sunday or Monday. Haven't heard much.
I noticed Devontae Wyatt had a correction.
Yeah, Devontae had an injury in practice the other day and was out for the game. We hope to get him back this week. I think he'll be back. We'll find out more Monday.
Talk about the momentum swing on the 4th and 1 stop at the 14. Looked like your defense kind of changed the tide there.
It was a big play in the game. I mean, I think they were aggressive to go for it. We have not been a great short yardage defense team. We've struggled to, stop people 3rd and 1 and 2, and that's been a big emphasis for us defensively to improve on that. So we were able to call one of our calls we put in for that situation, and I really couldn't tell you who made the play. I don't know who made the play, but it was a big play in the game.
It was Jordan Davis. I was
I
going to
think
ask
he was
you
in
about
on it. I don't know that he made it because he was a zero nose, and they were blocking the zero nose. I definitely think he helped knock back the pile, but I don't know that he made the play.
What did you think about his play and having to put him in
I
there?
got to watch it and see how he does. I mean, he continues to practice hard. He spends about 50% of his time on the scout team. He plays in regular situations. He doesn't play in a lot of nickel spread situations, but he's a kid that if he continues to lose weight and work hard, we think he can be a good football player. And with Devontae out, he was forced a little more into action. But I'll reserve judgment until I actually see the tape. He was also in on the last play of the game when they scored.
To follow up on that drive at the end of the first half, I mean, do you find that kind of opened up the offense more to go into the second half? And you spoke about it being that momentum.
I don't know if it opened it up. Everybody always says, well, why don't you just do that all the time? Well, they don't play the same defense all the time. It's a 2-minute drive, so if it was that easy, I think we could do that all the time. I think Jake operates well from pace of play and being able to get the ball out. I also think it helps when the defense is a little worn down and you've been chopping wood for 2 quarters as opposed to start the game like that. But he operates well, and I think Justin operates well. Both of them do in the hurry-up mode.
What's a 75-yard pass like that over the top due to a defense? How important was it for your guys to make that play?
I thought it was a huge catch by Terry. Good read by Jake. They didn't get a lot of pressure. Everybody talks about protection. Our guys had really good protection on that play. I felt like Fromm held the ball for a long time. Terry made a great catch, and then the run after the catch was good. So we worked hard on those big balls, and it's good to get rewarded on one vertical down the field.
How good was it to get him going, Terry? tonight and have the game he did?
Terry's worked hard every day. I've seen him work like that every week, so I thought it was big for him to get that catch, to get over top, get behind the defense. But I kind of see that in him every day in practice. He works that way. And what he did tonight, he blocked. I mean, this guy had two really key blocks on James Cook's run, and he steps out by a centimeter, and then on DeAndre Swift's, people don't give Terry enough credit. He gets his hands on people, and he really drives them. He's a tough guy for a guy's size. He really plays hard, blocks well.
What about Rodrigo's kick?
I don't know what you tell me. What was it, 52 or something, 53?
I don't know.
Like a good kick. Like it was good for a little bit longer.
What does it say about 560 yards of offense when you lose another starter on your offensive line and seem to be able to plug in and do okay?
I don't know. I thought we could have played better, and it's frustrating. Just didn't play our best game, and that's defense, offense, and special teams. Penalties continue to haunt us, and it's a lot to overcome when you make silly penalties. I mean, 560, that's great. Could it have been more? Maybe it could have been more, but we're yet to put a complete game together, and I don't know, we as a coaching staff got to look ourselves in the mirror and say, what are we doing to not reach this team from a discipline standpoint, penalty discipline, and it's tough.
Kirby, you held them to under 100 yards in the second half after giving up over 200 in the first half. Did you think that the defense played better in the second half? And if so, what did you think they did better to do better?
Well, we made some adjustments. We got guys doing their job, not worrying about making plays. And again, I can take you through every play in the first half that they made, and it was a breakdown on our part. And you have breakdowns, you give up plays, and we got to do a good job. Obviously, when we give up plays, it's as much our coaching and what we're doing as it is the players. We just got to make sure they're buying into it. But I did think they came out with a little more energy there in the second half and played a little harder as a defensive unit.
What was the plan to take away Vanderbilt's top receiver? I just got the quickie stats here. I don't see him 2 catches, but
There really was no plan. I mean, we don't game plan players. It's just hard to do. I mean, they put the guy all over the place. We don't say know where 16 is. I don't even know that we put Baker on the guy. I mean, we don't look at it like that. We play really good players every week. We got to stop the run and then get after the passer on third down. And if the guy catches it 8 times and we win the game, I'm happy if he catches it 1 time. But there was no plan for 16.
It was good to keep 2 quarterbacks like Drew Lock and Shermer throwing touchdown passes in both games. Didn't want them,
Yeah, well, the other guy didn't have to throw it. They just ran it in every time on us. So it wasn't like I'd rather make him throw it. Running it is easy. So I'm not into stats now. That's not my cup of tea. I'd much rather the guy be forced to throw it in than run it in.
Do you think y'all have gotten better at the run game and then defensively in the last 3 weeks?
I don't know. About to find out.
Yeah.
About to find out real quick.
Are you worried about the physicality of LSU? Not worried about is probably the wrong word.
Yeah, worried about's probably not the right word. We're a physical football team, but we got to play physical.
Right.
And I haven't seen this team play with the physicality, at least defensively, that I think it needs to. At times we do offensively because we're big, especially when we're healthy. But defensively, I don't know. We'll find out. We got a lot of guys that practice hard, and they buy in. They're not trying to. Maybe we got to help them. We got to do a better job as coaches, but we certainly got to play the run better.
I know you coached in that stadium down there in Baton Rouge. Did you play there? And what about the environment? Is something that will excite you guys having not played there before?
Oh, yeah. I mean, every environment in SEC is incredible, but this is one of the best in the country. It always is. Their fan base cares so much. They tailgate. I mean, they're the center attraction. They're the show, and play there as a player, coach there a lot of times. And it's a great program, great atmosphere. I mean, they're loud, their fans are passionate, and they're physical. I think they've got a good program.
In terms of your tight ends, did it serve as an extra element offensively to get Isaac and Charlie and Jackson some catches?
Yeah, I think that makes all y'all happy. So, I mean, I'm good with it. I'm great with it. I mean, if we catch it and get yards, I'm fired up. It doesn't matter to me whether it's a back, a tight end, or a receiver. I don't care who it is. I'm happy, but I know you guys will write all kinds of stats. I mean, I'm great with it. Just get your first down.
Looks like DeAndre Swift maybe kind of getting a little bit of the juice back, getting a little bit better running the ball.
Yeah, I thought he looked quicker. Catches the ball well out of the backfield. Patient runner, hard to tackle runner. He seems like he's running full speed. Sometimes you can't tell with D. Swift. He's so smooth.
How do you feel about it, you know, touchdown there like late in the game? You don't ever want the other team to score, but you don't have your starters in there at that time. Is that, how important or unimportant was that last score by?
I think it's great for our kids to go out and play, for those kids to go out and play, because, you know, they're the ones that they should be playing or want to be playing. They want to get better. They work all week for an opportunity to go in the game. So who better to get a learning lesson than to have 11 guys out there that are, you know, primarily on your 2s and 3s, and they get to live and learn. And I think that's great for them. I think those are great teaching lessons, and, you know, it's a lot better than just sitting there kneeling or running the clock out. So you can't fault them for that. They're trying to get their team better. They got a quarterback they're trying to get better. They had their backup in there trying to score. So our job's to stop them.
Kirby, what's Trey Hill showed you since he's been on campus?
Well, he's powerful, athletic, and he snaps the ball high right now. I mean, he's got to snap the ball a little lower, and he's got to be efficient, because if Lamont's not in there, he's our center. And the pressure's on. Time to grow up. Snaps are good in practice every day. He's got to do it in the game. Or we're going to get a taller quarterback.
What did you think, what went through your mind when you saw Lamont go out at the same time as Solomon? That's a major shift on who's going to play where.
Next man up, man. Welcome to the SEC. And go ask them NFL teams what they do. They got a 53-man roster. I mean, we got 80. So, I mean, we got 80 guys that can go in the game and play. We got to get the next guy ready. It's going to happen before the year's out, guys. It's a physical, tough football game. There's not a team out there that's playing right now that's 100% healthy. And it is what it is. That's why we practice to get these guys prepared and ready.
2 more questions?
What was the major difference you saw in the rushing game between the first and the second half?
For us on offense or us?
Yes, on you on offense.
They were tired. I mean, they were more exhausted. I mean, I keep saying it, and nobody believes me. When they set their cleats in the ground, it's really hard to run the ball early in our conference. So with every run, there's a 320-pound man leaning on you. Eventually, you get tired of a 320-pound man leaning on you, and you continue to do that, it wears people down. And I think there's no magical schemes. There's no invent plays. We run the same plays in the second half we run in the first half. They get tired.
Last question, anybody?
Kirby, I know Nick's come out, and Gus has come out saying they would like a 9-game league schedule. And I know your job's just to get your team ready for each one. I didn't know if you had a strong feeling on that, because Georgia hadn't been to LSU since 2008. They're not going back till 2030 after this next week. I just didn't know. A lot of the fans like these kind of matchups, and you just don't have them that much anymore. Do you have a strong feeling one way or another on how many games you want?
I've always been in favor of a 9-game league. I think that's important to me. Look, that's not my decision to make. I think that our hands of our conference are our conference is in incredible hands. The leadership in the SEC office is as good as any in the country. So they don't need me to lobby for that or come out for that. That's their decision. They have a rhyme or reason why they do it. Greg and his staff do an incredible job. They've thought about this, looked into it. They've analyzed it 8,000 different ways, I guarantee you. But I think it's a good thing. But I think you're going to have teams with more losses. Does it affect the team getting in the playoff? I don't know, but I know you got a lot more games to get up for, a lot more good rivalry games. It's not just about traveling to the team on the West. It's just as much about the atmosphere of playing an SEC opponent. I think you're playing more comparable teams to your talent level. I think that's important for college football. If college attendance continues to drop, they're going to be looking to do this. So I think it's important, and I think it's good for the game. So, thanks.